What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. I am here with a very special guest from Haverhill, Massachusetts at Wilkins Barbershop in Haverhill, Massachusetts. I have Jayden right here. Welcome to the Iccy Show. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Peace, peace. Welcome. I'm glad to see you again. If you don't know who he is a boxer from Haverhill, Massachusetts. And what made you start to get into this industry?
I grew up with my brother, and I just started seeing him, get into boxing, and I was like, damn, maybe I should start being with him. And I got into it, and then I just never fell out.
How many fights have you actually fought?
8 to 9 fights.
Woo! And how many years is that?
I was with my coach I started at, I think 11, 12. And I'm 17 now, so probably I don't know, I can't keep track.
You got years in there. No, that's dope.
Yeah.
Definitely. I seen, last year you had a fight, right?
Yeah, last year.
And did you win that one?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was alright, just staying on track. And then just building the wins, building the fights. Every fight I could get, I'm gonna take, because people always watch it, no matter what, regardless of whatever you're doing, people's always watching. Just gotta stay on track.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Do you have a coach?
Yeah, I have a coach from Haverhill, Massachusetts. His name's Sean Farley. He's been training a lot of guys, like MMA fighters. He trained Adrian Sosa, Ralph Font, a lot of big guys. He's known for that. He's known for training guys, getting them ready for the fights, And he's known out here as the best coach out here, Getting these kids what they need and helping them and, just staying by their side. That's all somebody ever needs.
Definitely. Especially when you're a guy or a female, a female, you need that back, like an OG, to, direct you in the way. And you got a good coach to direct you in the right way, especially being a young man in this industry. I know times can be tough, but you're a rock and you keep on going. And that's what I like about you. And, you came up to me and you're like, I trained your son,
Yeah.
And I love that because, that's what the younger generation needs. Mm-hmm. And for you to turn around and say that to me yesterday at the Golden Gloves, that's love right there. Yeah. Because the younger generation is just, as you can see, he's younger than you by 3 years. And then you're 17?
Yeah.
17. And then I'm 45. So it's you see the gap. And when I was younger, we could leave the doors open. We can leave the windows unlocked. That's the generation I'm from. Mm-hmm. And then, the generation, you got to lock everything up, double lock, make sure the chains are on the door, everything.
But I feel like this generation, it's a lot of these young men, young ladies, they're not growing up with either a mom or a father, so they don't have that person to tell them the right to wrong. You know what I'm saying? So somebody out here that got a great mindset got to tell them more. Try to help them, But you can only help somebody so much. And they only got to accept the help. You can't force the help, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like this generation is just looking at young kids that are struggling and bringing them to somewhere that you feel like they could be good at and seeing their potential in them and their greatness in them, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I look at young kids and I be like, yo, damn, he could be somebody. Mm-hmm. Let me try to get him with me,
You encourage them.
Yeah.
You're a big mentor, and that's amazing. You'll be somebody, when the future comes, I could see you being a politician over here because you can make a big difference, and that's amazing. A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are selfish, unfortunately. And, hearts to you, definitely for reaching and, still going and don't let them stop you. What is the best advice you've been given during your career in boxing?
For young?
Since you started.
So I when I started and I seen everything, I've been through whatever, But I feel like I tell people don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're going to do it, whatever you think that you want to do, and that's gonna make you, you know, happy. As it's boxing, basketball, football, soccer, you know, put all that pressure and all that feeling into that. It doesn't only like, you know, make you feel better, but it makes you like, it releases a lot of stress and a lot of pain, you know. And day by day, you become a better person.
Yes, yes. Definitely, that's great advice right there. So anybody that's going through something, you know, take that advice right there. Never give up, and you keep going. Did you think you were going to be a boxer when you were younger?
So actually, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of me. I grew up and I love basketball. I loved watching the NBA. I was home every day, just watching Stephen Curry. And I wrote a little Bible, like a little book about him and everything. And I was like, damn, I want to be in that NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I was always grinding. I was always, you know, grinding in basketball and, you know, doing a lot of things like to make me feel like I want to, you know. So then I just started looking at my brother, and I felt like boxing was a little better for me. Boxing where I was like, damn, I'm gonna make it in boxing. And my coach, Sean Foley, I went to go, like, it was like probably like the first time he met me, and he was like, yo, bro, I see something in you. Like, even when I was training with him, he was like, yo, you feel like you've been doing it for a while. Because I started boxing when I was 6. I mean, not 6, 8. I think 8 to 9. But I just never took it serious, you know? So then I went with my brother one day, and I just started training. And my coach was like, yo, bro, I see something in you. And 3 weeks from there, I got my first fight. And then from there, I just took it really serious. Like, that really came, boxing really came a part of something in my heart. Like,
it's your passion.
Yeah, it's like my passion, something I want to, like, you know, be when I'm older. Like, I want to make it out, you know. When I'm up, I'm going to, whoever's by my side, they come up, you know. It's like,
Definitely.
it's just a matter of time. And I was always not like a bad kid, but I always like made wrong decisions, and then I found my people. Jamie, and I don't know if you know him, Jamie and Marte.
No.
He's from out here.
I know Jamie.
Yeah.
The artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my homie. Yeah.
He was like, yo, like
the Marte fan.
Yeah. He seen me and his cousin Jeremiah and Marte. They seen me, and they seen that I was boxing and stuff. So then I started chilling with them, and then like I feel like me being with him, it made me better, and him being with me made him better. Like him, he gave himself to God. He's with God now. He's always reading the Bible and just trying to make himself better because you know he's. But yeah, I just going like training every day now and just staying focused, and whatever comes my way, and whatever fight I can get, I'm gonna take it every chance I can get. You know?
Definitely salute.
Yeah.
Do you have your clothing line?
No, I'm actually in the making of doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you let me know when you get it, so then I'll have you come back on here, and then we'll promote it and get it out there.
Yeah.
Now, what's the name of your clothing line? Can we know?
Can we get the exclusive?
Yeah.
It's like
Shout out to Wilkins out here in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Come out here to the barber shop, Washington Street. Let's go.
But it's kind of like in the mix. It's hard because it's like I think it's gonna be like either JJ Juggernaut or JJ Hardhead.
Okay.
You know? But I just don't know which one I should do. I think I might do JJ. I don't know.
JJ.
I don't know which one. It's kind of hard right now, but I'm gonna start it, and wherever I make it, You know, it's only a matter of God's time. You know?
Yes, amen to that. Definitely, amen. God got you. Don't worry, He got you. Are you looking for sponsors?
At the moment, no.
Okay. All right. Do you have any fights coming up?
There's one in the making of in February.
Okay. So you gotta let me know so I can promote it. They can come check you out.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's gonna be or?
Nah.
Okay. So we'll keep you updated on that. Is there any shout out you would like to give to anybody? Peace, everybody. Peace. I'm watching you guys. Peace.
I don't know.
You could give your shout out to your coach, any of your peoples, your friends, family.
Mama, Papa.
They already know I love them to death, and when I make it, they make it. You know, when I'm up, they up. You know, and we just gotta keep it rocking, keep it pushing, and just a matter of time.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you, Jayden, coming on the Iccy.
I appreciate you too.
Definitely. And anytime, thank you. And anytime you want to come back on here, you're welcome to come on here. Any fights, keep me updated so I can keep them updated. I know a lot of people would like to follow you, so.
Sure.
And I appreciate you again coming on the Iccy Show. Let's get it for real. He's the future. This is interview 620 interviews. Salute to Jayden getting his first interview on the Iccy Show. This is what the show is for the kids. They are the future. Let's go. 2024 is right here, and we are here for the kids. Remember, they are the future. All of them. Straight blank. So I'm going to end this, and then we're going to stop.